Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome to beautiful Texas. You want to see the beautiful epic view? There it is. Beautiful and epic, just like this weather. So for those of you who don't know, this is the business I run on my other channel, Cutting Edge Lawn Care. And if you followed along on that channel, you know that we have a pretty cool little power system in there where we can run lights and fans off of DeWalt batteries. Well, today we're going to take this trailer to the next level. We're going to be installing lithium batteries and an inverter, and it's going to be way easier than you think. Welcome to the inside of the trailer. So this is my work trailer. You can see it's full of all my lawn mowing equipment, but also look at these lights. So we have LED lights along both sides of the trailer. We have lights up there in each cubby hole, and I even have these fans that are off right now, but they run off of this little battery box that I made that powers the entire system off of DeWalt batteries. And I showed everybody how we built it. So basically you plug your DeWalt battery in there. It comes right here at this low voltage protection. Then it goes down to the 20 volt to 12 volt converter. Then it feeds the fuse panel and goes to these switches and then throughout the entire trailer. And so far, that has been really awesome. Actually super awesome because, well, we don't need a lot of power in this trailer. We just need a little bit of power because we don't spend a lot of time in the trailer. Most of our work is outside the trailer. The lights are just to help us load up early in the morning and the evening and do, chores right here at the desk while we're working throughout the day. Also, we like to stay a little cool. And I've always been wanting to add something a little more to this trailer. Like, I would like to have a 120 volt output AC in this trailer to run things, We have a portable cooler that we like to run to keep our drinks cool all day. I would love to be able to charge more of these because these don't last the whole day, so having several on hand is awesome. Also, we use several DeWalt tools throughout the day, and it'd be awesome to be able to charge them in the trailer while we're driving around. So I had this big plan that I was going to add some lithium batteries in here, some solar panels up top, the charge controllers, an inverter, all the things you need to do to make this trailer fully self-functioning on its own power. And the more research I did, the more I got to thinking, man, that's a lot of work, it's a lot of price, and it's pretty complicated for what we want to do because essentially this is still just a lawn mowing trailer, and well, it gets very dirty in here. And all that stuff that I just talked about doesn't really like to be in the dirt. So of course, it would be cool to have a whole lot of lithium batteries, an inverter, and all the things to make it work, but where am I going to put it? Also, it's super expensive for what you get because this is just a lawn mowing trailer. We're just looking for a little bit of power, not a whole lot of power because that's just the way our business runs. So while it would be cool to have that entire setup, I just don't think it ever pays itself off because it's gonna be thousands of dollars in components to get a system that would be sufficient for this trailer. But what if there was a way that I could have lithium batteries and an inverter in this trailer and it wouldn't cost me thousands of dollars? And it's actually something that I could do right now, today. There we have it. This is our lithium batteries and inverter. You know what you're saying? There's no way all that stuff fits in that box. Oh, but it does. Huh. It's a box inside of a box. I present to you the Jackery P210 2400 watt portable power station. Here it is, the Jackery P210 2400 watt portable power station. It comes with this cool carrying case. It has this bag right here, which has all of your charging controllers, so you can charge it via AC power at your house, or you can use solar panels to charge this up. User manual and directions on how to download the app to get the most out of your system. So what exactly is this thing? Well, in simple terms, it's a 2048 watt hour lithium battery that has an inverter in it. So that means we can provide DC output and AC output to all of our devices that we want to power. First up, on this side, this is the important side. This is how you charge this thing back up. And right here, you have AC charging, which means I can plug it into my house and it will fast charge in just under 2 hours. You can also charge it back up using the sun. It comes with the connectors where you can attach 2 solar panels or more if you have enough wires and charge this thing by the sun. So right here on the front, we have the DC and the USB output. So you can use a car jack. You have this one right here, which is also a 12 volt, 25 amp output. You have 2 type A USBs. You have 4 type C USBs, and you have a light. And this is the important side. This is the AC output side. So you're gonna have 6 outlets that provide a total of 2400 watts max in output AC power. And up on top, you have this little area that you can store all your cords and cables you need to operate this thing. That way you don't lose them. All right, let's turn it on. Oh, there you go. All right, I'm gonna do this right now. All right, it's done, it's official. So this thing has 27% of its total battery right now. And that tells us we're gonna have 53 hours left remaining if we sit here and do nothing, which is pretty awesome. That is a ton of power to be used on demand as you need. So, how exactly does this guy right here help us with our trailer? Well, instead of spending thousands and thousands of dollars with a lot of components who may not like being in this environment, just to power a few things in our trailer here, this right here is everything I need in one box. Plus, he can go with me if I don't have to use the trailer for the day. So, on my other jobs, if I were to do all that to this trailer has to go with me to work every day. Well, some days I may not need the trailer, but I can take this and throw it in the back of my truck, and I still have all the power I need for whatever jobs I'm doing. The first one that we're gonna use for this is a big one. It's how we like to keep our drinks cold in this trailer when we're working. The first and most important reason we want AC output in this trailer is because we have an awesome cooler. We have this right here, which is actually a refrigerator freezer. So it is an electric cooler refrigerator that you fill full of water all day, and I can set it to whatever temperature I want. We run about 34, 32 degrees on this, and our water is nice and cold all day long. And we just plugged it in and got it powered up. We only have 27% on this battery, but it says it'll run this cooler for 19 hours. Well, that's amazing because we don't work for 19 hours a day. We only work for about 8 or 9. But that right there means our drinks will be cold the entire day we're working. Besides the water, there is something else that I use quite a lot in this trailer. And without being able to charge them back up, I have to only go off of what I can carry for the day. But with this, now I can charge them back up as they become dead. It's my DeWalt batteries. All right, now we are charging our DeWalt batteries. It actually showed that we were putting out 83 watts and it reduced us to 5 hours. So if we're gonna run that all day and charge batteries, we're gonna need to make sure this thing's charged up for the whole day. But right now we are full of cold drinks and putting power back in our batteries. We also film YouTube videos, in case you don't know. And well, with YouTube videos comes lots of things that need charging. All right, we have now turned on the USB outputs and we are charging all of our GoPro batteries and of course our earbuds. Because when you mow all day, you kind of want to listen to some music or some podcasts to take your mind off the fact that you're mowing all day. So it's important to make sure your earbuds are always charged and that your camera batteries are always ready to go. Because, well, everything in this trailer takes power. So with all those plugged in now, it says we still have 4 hours remaining, and that was on 27%. So essentially, you can go ahead and do some math and say you could run all this stuff all day long for at least 12 hours. And that's because it's currently charging. Once it gets charged, it's not going to be pulling that kind of wattage. So it's 86 watts. As soon as I pull out the charger, it drops to 9. So this right here, that's an energy eater, and we gained 15 hours. So yeah, this guy right here eats a lot of juice. These, not so much, and this guy right here only takes a lot of power when he's cooling down. Once he gets to temperature, it doesn't really take much to maintain a temperature. And everything that you see on this screen right here can also be viewed on the app on your phone, which is awesome because you can understand how many hours you have left in your battery management system. So that's all pretty cool. And this is gonna be amazing for our trailer and what we do as a business. But let's say that you don't have a trailer like this and you wanna use it for other things. So what else could that thing run? Let's say you want a really, really long job, and while you're there working, you want to smoke some meat. Well, you can most certainly do that, because this thing right now at 27% is going to run this Pit Boss pellet grill for 3 hours. And that's just because we're heating up. I bet once it gets heated up, it requires hardly any output at all. So it's taking 163 watts right now to warm this thing up. I bet it drops significantly once you get to temperature. Now let's say you were working really hard and it became a rainstorm and you got soaking wet, but you have a very important meeting to go to. Well, you could always blow dry your hair and it would do it. It would do it for about 30 minutes before you ran out of energy. But if you needed to, you could blow dry your hair. Now let's say once you get done blow drying your hair, you want to, iron out your clothes because they got dirty anyway as well. Well, you can actually iron if you want. And right now you can iron for about 18 hours, and that way you can take care of all the clothes that you have that have wrinkles in them. Let's say it's been a long day and you're getting really tired and you want to pick me up. Well, if you had a coffee pot, you could run it in the trailer and it'd brew you a cup of coffee. I don't know how many it'd brew with one of these, but right now it looks like we can get 1 cup out. But if it was 100%, for sure you can make 2, even 3 pots throughout the day. Keep your employees going. So, what else could you run with this machine? Well, they have a list on the website. You can run an electric skillet that's 1500 watts for 1.1 hours, an ice maker that's 600 watts for 2.6 hours. You can run an electric lawnmower for 2 hours. Huh. Y'all hear that? I don't need gas anymore. I can mow with electricity. You can run an electric chainsaw for 1.5 hours. It says you can run the hairdryer for 1.2. I'm not sure we'd make it that far because, we have lots of hair to dry. You can run a lamp for 200 hours. You can run an oven for 0.8 hours. You can run a power drill that's 800 watts for 2.1 hours. You can charge a camera 136 times. You can run a projector for 8 hours. You can charge a drone 40 times. You can run a speaker for 100 hours. You can run a 120 watt water pump for 13.5 hours. That's actually something I might do. I need to move water a lot with my job. You can run a refrigerator for 2 days and a TV for 16 hours. The TV would look real good right about there. You could also use it as a UPS system in your house. So instead of plugging your computer or your important things into your house, you can plug them into this and then plug this into the house. That way you were charging through it unless there is a situation where you lose all power. Then this will be your uninterrupted power supply, meaning you won't know the power went off as long as you put this between you and your device you're trying to keep on. There are so many things that you can run. So no matter what you do, whether you own a landscaping company or any other kind of service company, or you just want to take it along with you on your weekend getaway, you can now have AC and DC power supply wherever you're at, no matter what you're doing. Now for us and our trailer, we're gonna use it to make sure our food and drink stay cold, all of our DeWalt batteries stay charged up, and of course our earbuds and our GoPro equipment stays ready to go at all times. Now I know it's not the big fancy lithium battery inverter setup you thought you were gonna see, and I would have loved to do something like that, but in the big scheme of things, all that is a little extra and a little unnecessary for the goals we're trying to accomplish with this trailer. Because really, we just need a little bit of power to do a little bit of things. We don't need it to be a full out, off the grid type system. So anyway, this thing's gonna be awesome for our trailer. And if you guys are interested in learning more about the Jackery P210, check the link in the description below. We're gonna have a discount code and you guys can save some money for yourselves if you wanna give it a try. We think it's awesome and it's gonna be a new added benefit to our trailer. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. We love you and we'll see you in the next one.